I absolutely hate that I can't ride through there. Yeah, there's a couple. Bup, 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 ba-da, bup. I mean, we can't go too far anyways. Now, Bullpix is definitely not holding its own here. Oh, wait, I can't teleport because I'm pretty sure we just healed. Never mind. Look how happy Raichu looks. I fucking love this thing. I mean, 23 is pretty much caught up, but none of this stuff is really hurting Raichu, let alone the victory bell that's going to resist any little spitball these things spit at it. So, get a little extra experience. It'll be alright. I don't remember if Goldeen has Peck in this game or not. Not that I think it would be much of a threat to Victory Bell anyways. So aside from nostalgia, what Red and Blue has for me is the fact that you can catch. Not that I ever do, because I'd always have a Raichu before then. But the fact that you can catch Wild Raichu in not one, but 2 different places in the game. You can catch Wild Raichu in... let's send in Kadabra. In the power plant and in the unknown dungeon. Ah, come on. I didn't expect it to live that. I mean, I know Tentacruel has a base 100 special defense, but this is only a cool. And it living a confusion was not very. Just like Gen 4, specifically Diamond and Pearl, or Diamond, because that's the version I had, will have a very special place in my heart for Gengar, because it was the first time you could catch a wild Gengar, and during that particular time, I wasn't living near any of my friends that played Pokemon, and I could not have traded and gotten me that Gengar. Like, evolved a Haunter. So, that was just chef's kiss for me. Plus, getting to use a Gengar that early in the game and just carry it all the way through my playthrough was just awesome. Keeps landing these freaking supersonics though. And Raichu don't care. You can't confuse my boy like that. He don't care for that weird pouty lip shit you got going on. Little old Poliwags. We just had the Poliwag Community Day, and I scooped up a good handful. The Community Day actually ended, and Poliwags on the like trip back to the car and then the driving home, we ran in, like, Poliwags were still popping up. And they still popped up until about 5:30, which is a good half hour after the Community Day was supposed to be over, and we caught 3 within like a 4 or 5 minute span. Trying to, you know, leave and go back home. Let's see now. I don't need to swap now. We got Vulpix to 24. That's more or less caught up with the team. I could get her to 25, I guess. Maybe I should. Just, it's one less level, I guess. I don't know. I love Poliwag in general. I have a thing for, like, the weird, like, almost like baby Pokemon with no arms. Like, I love Poliwag. I love Oddish. I love Wooper. Plus, I love the way, like, Poliwag kind of, like, waggles its tail and shit. Ooh, Horsey. Poliwhirl's cool. Poliwrath is pretty dope. If, you know, a little on the side as an actual Pokemon. Like, I like its design, even though he's basically just a little bit buffer and a little more angry looking Poliwhirl. But just as he gains fighting type, which is eh. He doesn't really have good water moves or special attack, so yep, and there's that. Okay. And then, of course, Politoed, that we got in Gen 2, which I love Politoed. I think Politoed is just such a dope Pokemon. And then, of course, they made it even better by giving it Drizzle. In Gen 5. Was it in Gen 5 it got Drizzle, or did it get it in Gen 6? But either way, like, that made it even better. Not that he really needed the fire resistance, but it gave more fire resistance by making fire types weaker, but then it made his moves hit harder, which is the kind of the more important part. Now, if he learned Thunder, that would have been cool, but probably would have been too much. But definitely a good user for Drizzle. And that kind of makes me want to use want to make a good water team now. Just because I debated on what to do with the Eevee in this. I don't actually know that I want to even use it. Because the thing is, like, isn't there an item here? Maybe not. Eevee is I mean, it's annoying to use. The evolutions are annoying to use too until they get their good moves. But what am I gonna use? Flareon? I'll have Ninetales. Jolteon? I'll have Raichu. Vaporeon? Well, I'll have a Blastoise. So, kind of don't really need them. I was trying to think of what we were doing. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. What Pokemon are usually in here? I've Nuzlocke Gen 1 so much, I don't even know. Oh, yeah, they're like, yeah, I'm getting a coin case. It's like, I just want to know. Alright. I'm not worried about the coin crap. I'm guarding this poster. Go away or else. I mean, I kind of appreciate it, I guess, because it's like, would young me know that there's a switch behind that? Probably not. But, ooh, that's Eradicate. We'll see. Ooh, that did way too much damage because of the crit. Oh, that did a lot of damage because of the crit. But we're going to... want to swap out to the king. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see any point in using one of the evolutions right now. Now, if I get Espeon or Umbreon, that'd be different. But... and I mean, Flareon doesn't get a... obviously, its attack stats better. And fire, well, is fire. But... still, I think it has a base 100... special, so it's not like its fire attacks aren't doing anything. And we already used Thunderbolt on Raichu, so Jolteon wouldn't really get much. We used Bubble Beam on Wartortle, so it wouldn't get anything until we got Surf. Do I have anything? Just so I don't have to go all the way back. Just to heal one Pokemon. Oh, I didn't even push the button. I was just like, let's push it. It didn't even ask if you wanted to. I definitely went Jolteon my first playthrough. I don't remember why. I guess I just thought Jolteon was that cool back then. And not that Jolteon's not cool. But out of the three originals, Flareon has become my favorite in recent years. Just because it's, I don't know, like Jolteon's just like Spiky Owl. Flareon's just this big, fluffy, warm space heater. And he just looks like a, looks like a big fluffy cat. And I like that. Espeon and Umbreon both look like freaking cats. Espeon especially. Even though it's a carbuncle, which is a cat. So it's just weird. It's like, I mean, Flareon just never got anything at all throughout any of the games, and was never really a good Pokemon. Like, Jolteon was good for a long time. Vaporeon was good for a long time. Flareon wasn't. But I still think it's just, I don't know, even the design aspect-wise, I feel like it's the best looking of the three. Alright, we're not falling for this again. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Now, I'm no longer switch training Vulpix, but I'm going to leave Vulpix out front in case there is something it can battle against on its own. You can just imagine just Nidoking just picking up this big fucking rat and just slamming it on the ground. See, I'm not swapping now. We're definitely not getting the appropriate amount of paralysis from Body Slam, though. Holy shit. Like, I'm not happy with that. Oh yeah, no, the escape rope. I don't remember if I can teleport in here or not. I'm not gonna try it yet. Ba-da-ba-da-bup. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-bup. This music was always so fucking cool. This music and the final battle with the champion music. The two best themes, hands down. Do 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 do. See, and I mean, Vulpix does decently well. I mean, granted, that was a level 17 Zubat. But it can do decently well on its own. But it really needs that... Really needs that flamethrower. And I mean, it's like, yeah, okay, Ninetales. Ninetales is base 100 special, I believe. Though I could be wrong. I know it's speed space 100. Is it special defense? I'm not sure. But I mean, it's like, okay, Ember will do a little more damage, but it would still be nicer to have Flamethrower, and then you got Ember as a nice little finisher move. Critical hit. We're gonna have ourselves a beefy Blastoise. I mean, it's still, you know, like 10 levels away, but still. I think that's the thing that's really nice about, like, I really like Wartortle's design, and I mean, you don't have your base starter for too long before it evolves, but it definitely feels like you have the second evolution for a lot longer, and then of course you have your final evolution for a lot longer too. But having a middle stage evolution that I really like and that I like seeing, it helps out. What is this one? Din, 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 din. Horn drill? Isn't that like the fucking 30% accuracy shit? I'm gonna go over here so we can get the item because I am greedy. Not really. But it's like, why not get this? See, it's a super potion. It's something I can use later on. I would just use it now, but it kind of, there's no point. Like, technically, I guess there's no point in us going down to the bottom right anyways right now. Because that's where we have to go regardless because of the elevator and stuff. But there's still a trainer to battle down here, I think. Yeah. Victory Bell has more health, but there's no way Victory Bell has more defense than War Turtle. Ooh, got that one-hit Vine Whip, though. See, like, Raticate, that's just a Pokemon that I would never use. Even Ekans and Arbok, it's like, I mean, you had a reason to like Ekans and Arbok because of Team Rocket on the anime, but that's kind of the only reason. But whereas, like, Raticate, it's like, why do I care about Raticate? Who even used Eradicate? The freaking, like, fancy dude on the SSN that Ash traded Butterfree to for all of, like, an hour or two. I don't think anybody else ever had Eradicate that was a character. And, I mean, even him, he was a character specifically for that. I don't even know he had a name. And if he did, it wasn't important enough for me to remember it. Oh, another Hyper Potion. Smacking up, fools. See, like, Vulpix will get a lot of experience once we go to Erica's gym. And I could have done that first. The reason I don't do that first... Fucking A. That... You've got to be kidding me. The reason I don't do that is because Erica's gym versus the Rocket Hideout, the levels are a lot... Comparatively, they're higher. Is it a huge difference? No, but as far as you're trying to get a Pokemon leveled up, yeah, it's a big difference. Because by the time we're done here, Vulpix can handle herself against all those grass Pokemon and just fire, 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 fire. And then we'll have a Ninetales a lot quicker.